Why is everything muted? Hey guys, how you going? Welcome to the stream. And yeah, hope you're all having a good weekend. Just making sure everything's working here properly. For some reason everything was muted. Oh good. So who have we got here tonight? You have Emmanuel. G'day mate, how you doing? Hoping that we got thunder happening out here too. I'm hoping the chat's working here. Here we are. Here we are. I'm gonna move it so I can see it. Turco, how you doing, mate? You got that bull bar sorted yet? Not yet. Yeah, fair enough. My chat on my screen here is actually quicker than my actual YouTube side of things. Who else we got in the chat? Hope so? Yeah, I hope so too, mate. The whole lockdown thing everyone's going through at the moment makes things a bit hard, I guess. Scott's 4x4 Adventures. Hey, bud, how are you? Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. Getting there. Getting there ever so slowly. I'll wait till we get a few more people join. I'll start my my Sunday night chat. Mika's Pop here from Blue Mountains. How you doing? Blue Mountains in New South, eh? One place I'd like to check out one day when I get over there. Where else is there? Where is everyone else from? I know Turco is from Melbourne. I know Emmanuel's up in Northern Territory. Where's everyone else from? I think Scott, I'm not sure where you are. Ross, how you doing, buddy? What's been happening? Sorry to hear about the Prado, man. I loved your rig. You have a chopped Prado Ute, and I'll be crushed if I lost it. Yep, I'm still upset about it. I'll be upset about it for a long time, mate. Yeah. Get into that. We'll get into that. Why I'll be upset. I have my reasons, and I'm sure you all feel the same way as well. So, guess we'll get started. If you're kind of new to your channel, been following quietly for a while. Okay, cool. Yeah, channel hasn't been around all long, only a couple of years. So yeah, we plenty of content. You know, even with the 80 series stuff. Even though it will inspire you to do some stuff to your 90, you know, all transfers over at the end of the day, no matter what vehicle you got. Dirty GQ, how are you, mate? So, I'll get into it, I guess. It's week 12 since my accident, so it's been 3 months. And the shoulder's still not great. I saw the surgeon... When did I see a surgeon? Saw the surgeon on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, it was Wednesday. And yeah, pretty much I got to have a cortisone shot into my shoulder capsule to try and pull down the inflammation, so I can try and push through my exercises and get it moving again. Because at the moment I have frozen shoulder from my surgery, and that could take up to 9 months to resolve, with an extra 9 months on top. Jeez. Croaky throat tonight. So, yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. That's my issue, is I still don't have movement. Still as bad as it was a month ago. So yeah, once I get my pain under control, I can start pushing a bit harder with physio, and hopefully I'll get a bit more movement back. Because at the moment, if I can't open and shut an awning on my four-wheel drive, where I don't have an awning anyway, there's no way I can set it up. There's no way I can go camping, especially in the elements. So that's my main issue there, really. Is that, yeah, once I can do an awning and operate an awning properly, then no worries, I'll be able to go camping. You know, I can roll up a swag, I can set up a swag. I did that not long ago. It was on Thursday I did that. Actually, I seasoned it, so that's all ready to go. Obviously, draw system's in. And, yeah, well, there's wiring there for a fridge, but I don't know what the voltage would be at, so. Yeah, that's where I'm at with that side of things, really. So, regarding my recovery. So, yeah. I wish it gets better too, man. It's frustrating, I tell you. You know, I still can't, you know, like, that's it. That's as far up as I can go on my head, and this one I can go here. So, you know, like, I just don't have the movement at the moment. And it's frustrating. I might make this chat a little bit bigger here, so I can read. Ever find bloom scythe? Not sure what you mean. Not sure what you mean. Might need to explain that one. We're going 80 series. Yeah, I've done a draw system. Fixed the idle on it. Had a really low idle. Just put a post up on that on Instagram. Picked up a cargo barrier. To fit to it. So it's a 100 series cargo barrier, but it'll go in, but I'm modifying it. So, yeah, that's my next job. Front diff needs to be replaced. That's knackered as well. That's getting done hopefully next Monday, as well as the sub tank center unit, because that's knackered as well. But Temperatures on Facebook. Yeah, that's come up alright. Did I ever find the blokes that caused the accident? No. So the story was with that, probably about 2 days after the accident. Day after the accident, I put a post up on Facebook about it. Had like 55,000 views, 250 odd shares. Someone did post up there that were in the area and tagged 2 other people in that post. So I checked those profiles and they were the 2 vehicles that passed me. But because I didn't have a dash cam, there was no proof. I did speak to the police about it, and I told them. And I told them, hey, maybe you should check out the video camera footage from the service station up there, just in case they refueled. That would put them in the area within that time frame. But I don't think they did, so. Unfortunately, no. They got away with it. Almost cost me my life, so. Pictures on Facebook of the 80, the 2 that I took just the other day. That were the ones you mean, Dirty GQ? Yeah, regarding the 90 series, Scott, as well. Yeah, they were good photos. There's a nice little camp spot. I might have to head up there one night. If it's decent weather overnight and I don't need to set up an awning, then I'll just camp straight out under the stars, mate. Do a video. Yeah, Scott, in regards to being crushed about if you lost your 90, or yours is fairly modified, been a ute job, but I never finished the story of my 90 series, and that's what upsets me the most, is that I've been to a lot of places and I hadn't finished going to those places. I actually had plans to take the 90 up to Cape York next year. But obviously can't do that now because I don't have a 90 series. So if I am well enough by the time I want to go up, then I'll take the 80 up there instead. But, you know, you get a bond with your vehicle. Well, I do anyway, with any of my vehicles that I own. And, yeah, I don't have that bond with the 80 yet. So 80 really hasn't grown on me. I just drive it around, you know. 80 will end up being another Tourer, to answer that question. I've got plans. I've got plans of how it's going to look in my head. It'll look pretty good. It'll look as aggressive as the 90 did when it's done. What else? I've done the Q&A question for those that did send questions through, if you're watching. Only about 7 questions, so it's not going to be a very long video, but I answered the questions up there. So there's that. I've done a bit of a walk around the 80 as well. I didn't do everything on the walk around, so I might refilm that one when the weather gets a bit better again and have a nice day to go and do it. We'll go for another drive. And yeah, that's it really. So yeah, 80 at this stage, yeah, I just got to sort the cargo barrier. So wiring, it's already got a dual battery system in it, but it's not a DC setup, DC to DC charger setup for that. So yeah, so I'm not going to know how much voltage I've got in that second battery. It's only fairly small anyway, and my AGM won't fit under the bonnet, so I've got to rethink that side of things too. But you know, 80 has a winch. It already has a worn winch on it. It's got an ARB ball bar, ARB roof rack, ARB compressor under the bonnet. It's all wired in. I started putting my UHF in. That came out of the 90. I had a spare base here, so it's gonna be hard to read this stuff now. I'm gonna have to give me a sec here, guys. Whoop. I'm gonna go like that now that we've got some chats happening. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, been putting the UHF in, which is a struggle with a bad shoulder. I've got as far as putting the antenna in and running the antenna wiring. I've still got to find a spot where I'm going to mount it. It might end up in a roof console yet because it's really hard to find a spot to mount it on the 80. Is it Mika? Do I call you Mika? It looks like it's Mika. What were the best tyres you ever had in the 90? The Maxxis Razors, 100% were the best tyres I had on the 90. They were really good off-road. They were really grippy. They weren't noisy for a mud tyre. Yeah, they were probably the best tyre they had. I had Goodyear Wrangler MTRs before that, and they were horrible. I ended up selling those second hand and throwing a bit more cash in for another set of tyres. Yeah, I love my 90, dude. Like I said, that was extensively modified. Had heaps of flex on it because all the suspension mods I'd done to it. 2-inch lift on 33s. Didn't scrub. Went everywhere. It was unlocked, so no lockers in it. Had no problems. Mr. Luke, how are you, mate? Any advice on how to get 3 kids to sleep? Any ideas? No, mate. Don't have kids. You're on your own with that one. I know Luke personally. Can you put the AGM battery between the back seats and the drawer? Well, it's too wide because of the standard size. I could go a slimline one and do that, but if I'm going to do that, I may as well just go a lithium and throw a slimline lithium in the back there and just save the weight. So yeah, I've been looking at a few options around the place, but $1,000 for a battery for what I want to go for is pretty expensive. Chat's behind. Shouldn't be. Well, I can see on the screen it is. Yeah, this will be behind. Don't think there's a delay on here. That's just so I'm not looking at 2 screens. But what I might do, I might get rid of that. I might move this back over here. And I'll just read off of this screen here. Anyway, no delay. When I cook a steak, how do you cook it? You cook it over a fire, mate. That's how you cook a steak. Flex isn't bad. I'll say the 80 flex is more. Seeing as a solid axle front and rear, it's definitely got a lot more flex. But then again, you're restricted by your radius arms too. Double post, but that's fine, no worries. Yeah, what else? Not really a whole lot to report on. What brand of lockers? Well, that's an easy one. So, depends, do you want to go air lockers or e-lockers? In other words, do you want to run airlines to your diffs, or do you just want to be like a electric actuator? Because obviously e-lockers are going to be easier to wire in. Well, Luke's, so I recommended a Harrop e-locker to Luke in his 200 series, and he loves it now. So for e-lockers, yep, I'd go the Harrop e-locker. For air lockers, I go TJM Pro Locker. I wouldn't go ARB because ARBs tend to blow out the O-ring internally, and then you get a pressurized diff casing and oil goes everywhere and they don't lock. You start blowing seals out of axles and yeah, it's not fun. Harrop is eaten. Dude. Unless you put something else in. Now I'm going to Google it. Yeah, Eaton's the Harrop. Same thing. Tripper. In saying that, flex is a very important part, because if you don't have 4 wheels on the ground, you're not going anywhere. If you have 2 wheels that are in the air opposite each other, you're not going anywhere unless you've got a locker. So yeah, flex does play a part. I didn't lift wheels at all. If I did, it was very minimally. If it sucks where you are, you're right, mate. But in saying that, I got Cooper's tyres and I freaking hate them. Horrible, horrible things. I took the 80 on a little bit of a test last weekend. And yeah, there's no grip. Just spun. No matter what. Couldn't, then again, I didn't air down, I was just playing. But yeah, they just spun. And as soon as they got some mud on it, they turned into slicks. So, definitely the Maxxis razors, and that's what I'll be going back on it. 5500 watt front and rear. That'd be front and rear, surely. It's not one diff. You're making scones. Should you use sugar or lemonade? Lemonade, I reckon. And you better drop some around when you're done, alright? Coopers aren't the best. Nope. Mate, once you drive... I've driven Coopers, I've driven Maxxis, I've driven Goodyear. And my Toyos. Toyos are really good for on-road. Like the Toyo ATs. Maxxis razors are really good on-road and off-road. The Coopers are really good on-road. They suck off-road. And the good years, they were just noisy, but they were pretty good off-road. So front and rear 5500. I guess, is that including an air locker? And was that including the air locker and everything? Well, not the air locker, the air compressor and the solenoids and everything. Or was that just the diffs supplied and fitted? I'd understand if it included the air compressor and everything and the solenoids for 5500. That's about right. You look about two grand, 2,200 per diff normally, supplied and fitted. Yeah, it'd be good to see you guys out and about again. We can travel, but obviously our borders are shut. So while we shut the borders to Victoria tonight, New South Wales is definitely shut, and I think we're open to Queensland, but not central. Well, not in Brisbane, but regional we are. No, agree to disagree. I've got Cooper STs. You make me look at my pictures. One of the ST Discoverers. They're an AT tyre. They suck. Don't like them. Everything fitted with a twin air. That's not bad, man. The twin air compressors are pretty expensive. Get a price through TJM. See if they'll beat it. Because the TJM onboard compressor, which I had in the 90, which I couldn't get out of it because it was in the passenger side under the seat, and that door was jammed shut. That one there was 100% duty cycle, and I had a little fan so it didn't get hot, so your airlines didn't get hot, and that's it. I'll show that one, Mr. Luke, so everyone can see what you just said. You ain't gonna be pulling me out of no bog holes, because I don't drive in bog holes, because I'm not stupid. Shouldn't you be in bed? Don't you have work tomorrow? Any other 90 series questions? Feel free to fire them through. Yeah, man, no worries. It's a TJM Pro Locker's got a positive engagement ring. It doesn't operate on a seal as such. There's a YouTube video. Let me find it. Where's that one video? There's one long video. I've watched this one before. Try that one. I've got a set of all-terrain set in the shed off the 90 series on the standard wheels. And those toys, they're alright. Get into mud though, no good. Any muddy, slippery surface, they suck. That's when the Goodyear Wranglers and the Maxxis Razors came into play. But the Maxxis were just really good on-road and off-road, and they weren't noisy. So that's what I'll be going next. Probably a set of 33s. How did I find my long range? How did it perform, or how did I obtain it? I did cut it off, and I hated it, so I'm growing it back. Have to get the long beard happening again, I think. Got plenty of time to grow it back. Yeah, now that I can't do anything. My days are spent watching YouTube, pretty much. Oh, itchy nose. So that long range tank, Scott. Max's rays on your 90, yeah, they're good. Now, I'll leave the mullet for you, dude. I reckon you'd be sick with a mullet and a porn star mo. Yeah, regarding the tank, it was a bit fiddly to put in. You have to shorten your filler hose and bend some pipes around the right way. I got that off of an Instagram follower actually. It's for like $500. It's a $1,200 tank. Hadn't been fitted. It's a little bit scratched up. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's going to get scratched up anyway. So yeah, chucked it in on standard. On the Toyo AT's standard size, I was getting 1,472 litres per 100. 1,472 Ks for both tanks, main and sub. Definitely extra weight because there's some extra, you know, it's a 155 litre tank. 155, 157 maybe. Can't remember now. But yeah, that definitely obviously more weight in the car. It's going to be slower until you start using the fuel. So, but it works out only be about an extra 100 kilos or something like that. Why are you selling it, are you? Going to get a 90 series? You got yourself Max's razors. They're good. They're a really good tyre. I highly recommend them. And, you know, look at people like Ronnie Dahl, who has been ran for the last 10 sets of tyres, and he swears by them. And I thought, well, you know, if he swears by them, I'll give him a shot, and I was very impressed. 980 out of both tanks on yours. Is that on standard tyres, Russ? See, with all the extra weight I had on mine, with the standard tanks, I was getting about 925. Been chopped and lengthened. Did they retain the rear floor section? Because it bolts to the... I'm trying to remember now. Bolts to the floor, I think. Or the cross brace of the chassis above the rear axle. One of those spots there, and then the other one bolts to the rear of the actual, where the tailgate used to be. Just up under the floor there. Otherwise you have to make something to make it all fit. But yeah, bolts front and rear, and there's like a long bracket that comes down and underneath, and the tank bolts to that, and then the rear of it bolts up onto the body. That's if you go for the 4-wheel drive systems one. There's other tanks there that bolt to the sides, which I don't really recommend because it introduces flex in the tank. Where if you get it where it's not flexing off the chassis and it's bolted to the body, it's just a bit better. 32s, but you were heavy. Well, that's not bad on 32s. Oh, you got a wagon as well, do you? Okay, cool. many beers deep are you, man? Seriously. This is what happens when your mates find you're live streaming. They come in and say, ask stupid questions. So before I got the 80, I was looking for another 90 as well. Couldn't find one. Nothing in good condition. Nothing at the condition mine was in. So got told about this 80 series and I picked it up. And so far seems alright. Yeah, man, flick it through. I'll have a look. Yeah, what else have I got planned for the 80 series? So I've got to sort out the dual battery system at some point. So I'm probably going to go lithium on this one to keep the weight down. I'm doing a half barrier with the cargo barrier. Obviously I'm probably going to put a 270 awning on, even though I didn't want to do that in the first place, but I think I might benefit a bit better for that one. I need to put a long range tank in. I need to move the spare from under the car to a swing away on the rear of the vehicle. Whether I do a dual wheel carrier or find a right hand side swing away second hand, that's my next option as well. So got to work that out yet. Then I'll be doing suspension as well. It's the very last thing I do. There's the brake lines on there. They're good, man. You know, car stops. You know, like definitely the brakes are more responsive with the brake lines. But if you're looking at doing extended brake lines, guys, safety brake. Sorry, safe brake. They're called safebrake.biz. Their website's a bit slow. Trying to wait for it to load up. But yeah, their brake lines, I use them in the 90, and they're a stainless steel braided brake line. You get a 5-year warranty on them. That's their website if you want to buy some lines. So I've done the 80, I've done the full thing. So I've done the lines to all the calipers, plus the lines from the axles to the body. So done all them in a 3-inch. Well, the main lines are 3-inch, but obviously the others are standard. But yeah, if you're doing a lift, obviously extend your brake lines. Can I tell Ava and Jackson to go to sleep? Go to sleep, kids. Your dad wants to have another beer. You got a few plans for 80. Got plans for spotties. I'll probably do them next just to finish off the front end. Then obviously, yeah, wheels and tyres. The 1.8Z's pretty slow. I still need to sort the exhaust out because that's all old and worn out. So that'll be the next thing I do as well. So probably do exhaust first and spotties next. So no worries. yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Not much to report really. Yeah, so the old shoulder's going a bit slow, getting there. It's going to be a long time. So hoping by, end of spring, I'll be back out camping again, hopefully. We'll see how we go though. What spotlights am I going for? You have to wait and see. Can't reveal that information right now. You'll see. Probably do something about them in the next 2 or 3 weeks. You'll make it happen, will you? We'll see. We'll see, mate. Up and down. It's a mental struggle, dude. Not being able to use your dominant right arm properly. Sucks. Don't wish a broken shoulder upon anyone. Tarawi, you want to go out there? Tarawi's pretty good. Probably put the drone up out there as well. So if you haven't checked that one out, I've got a Tarawi video up on YouTube. That's where Luke wants to go again. So sucks not being able to do anything, man. As I said, I tried to fit my UHF today up under the dash. And I struggled to do that because I can't reach. So that's my reach at the moment. That's all I got. Superman. Oh, it's not really the shoulder pain now. It's just like I can't move it. Set my campsite up if I have to. I said, the only thing I can't really do at the moment is set up an awning. I can do everything else. So how sore I would be after doing everything else is a struggle. Picture sent. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, TikTok sounds. Come on, man. Looks weird, you chopped. I would have single cab chopped it, I reckon. But hey, man, looks cool. Pills and grog make the pain go away. My other issue, Luke, is I can't steer properly at the moment either. Left-hand turns are a real struggle where right-hand turns are fine. So, I don't know how I'd go forward driving. It'd be a bit interesting. What brand 270 awning would I get? I'd probably get a Dash 270. There's a reason why I'd go to Dash. Can you get a look at it? It's a video. I don't even know. Oh, I might be able to play it. Give me a sec. Let me see. Yeah, it works. Give me a sec. I will capture this. Where am I? Oh, what are you doing? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I don't get TOS'd here. Just because of audio, but we'll see. There you go. That's the ute. How do you enjoy kids? Ah, well, fair enough then. If that's the reason, then that's the reason. Barbie girl's sick, dude. Don't diss it. So they call that a 99 series then? Because it's a dual cab ute? Just like I call a chopped 80 series an 89 series? So I said now 8, mate. Anything I don't like about the 80? Yeah, lack of storage. I had a lot more storage space in the 90 series, believe it or not. But yeah, I don't have a lot of storage in the 80. For example, UHF. Can't fit that anywhere. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've sent an email to consoles.com.au, but it's pretty sure that's what they're called. They do custom ones, so I'm just finding out how much a custom one is to get built. So I want it built a specific way. So at least I have some storage up the top there. What else don't I like about the 80? I don't like the fact it doesn't have cruise control. That's annoying. Let me see if I can flick it back to... Alright, so these are the guys here that I have sent an email to. So they do custom roof consoles. So I'll show you the 80 series. Now bear in mind that I can't read the chat while I'm doing this. So 80 series is here. So I'll zoom it in so you can see. So I do these custom roof consoles. Now, because I have the sub-tank and altimeter binnacle, they do a custom one there. You just pull that out the housing and fit it into theirs, which is pretty cool. But I don't like these map lights here. So what I wanted to do was to do something similar to what the factory setup was on the 80. And just run the standard light, but I don't know if I can do that or not. I'd have to find out, or I might just pop a Prado one in there. But so yeah, these are their consoles here. I was thinking maybe something similar to that, except I didn't want the radio in there. I wanted the radio in the side pocket, but I still wanted the hook to run the mic on, to run the lead for the mic on. And then I've got a magnetic mount anyway that I'd screw in the side. So yeah, so kind of similar like this one here, but with a storage pocket. That's what I was considering doing, something like that there. I don't need a speaker. Though I could get a speaker grill put in, I guess. Maybe I could get a single DIN slot in there, and I could run switches later. But I don't know. I haven't really decided how I'm going to do it yet. That there is like the sunroof style switch, and that's what I was hoping to put in, something like that. Actually, probably that there, but with a cutout for the radio would probably work fine. And it just has netting so nothing flies out. And that's probably where I'll put the radio. And the way I could hear it up there as well. And it won't come off the magnetic mic mount. and it'll be pretty easy to sort out. So DX obviously didn't have the binnacle, so you don't have that there. So this is all your earlier stuff like that. See there, that hook, piece of 1 wrap hook and loop tape is type to prevent your mic curlicle from dangling and blocking your view. Oh, nah, I don't like that either, because then you'd have to release it from there if you want to pull your mic down. I don't know. I'll work something out. Can't be too hard. And yeah, they do all the options here. So for 1 radio, for 2 radios, with a storage compartment and 1 radio, an open fascia with elasticized netting, flat base for 3 radios if you wanted. So yeah, they do a whole bunch of things on these. And I don't know if they do a 90. Whoops. Let's have a look. Do they do a 90 series? Let's have a look for you guys. Yeah, they do a 90 series. There you go. So to give you guys an idea on your 90 series consoles, if you wanted to go to a similar type of thing, they still retain the factory map lights if you wanted to go that way. So that's another option. But there's not a whole lot they do for these here, but yeah, gives you an idea anyway. Well, see, I've got an XRS 370 Tyson, and that's got the mic built into the handset, so I don't really have an extension speaker anywhere. But if I was going to run the radio, any place I could really do is up above the glove box in the 80, and I tried that today. And so I screwed the bracket on, or bolted the bracket on, and then I couldn't slide the radio into the bracket because there wasn't enough room, so it wasn't going to work, unfortunately. I wish I could have. Would have made things easier. Some more pictures. Here we can have a look. Let's have a look. Alright, we'll have a look again. Don't generally use Instagram on my PC, but I'm surprised it's working, so it's alright. So gee, you get a tinny on the roof. That'd be fun to get on and off. What else you got here? It's the front end. So it's a powerful 4x4 bar. How do you rate those? The powerful 4x4 bars. And do you have 2 radios? Or you just got 2 antennas for show? Back, yep, yes, that's like the, is that the XTM 270? Looks like the XTM 270. Or a 180, whatever you want to call them. Be a 180 almost. 220? I don't know. So your ute in the back. So they still retain the spare wheel. So you used the rear door for the back and didn't get another piece made up. Is that right? Is that what I'm seeing here? That's a bit trippy. Yeah, you did too. Okay. Yeah, I would have maybe tried to go one piece across there. Got something made up. Because you still got the trim and everything on there too. Yeah, we got a little bit of a I'm gonna fall over shot. Yeah, right on the edge there. She's up in the air. No worries, dude. Have a good one. We'll catch up at some point. What else can I show you? So, not really much else to show. Really? Kind of been through everything I need to at the moment. No issue with it. Yeah, I like my Iron Man bar. Turker's actually got my Iron Man bar off the 90. He's going to fix it. And Dirty GQ has my winch off the 90. So, yeah, at least some parts have gone somewhere. Another mate of mine's got my old alloy side steps. I don't know who grabbed the bash plates, but I know they got sold when the wrecker bought it. What advice would you have to anyone looking at getting into four-wheel driving? Useful mods to do and useless mods to avoid. Okay, and the spotlights. Hopefully those spotlights still work. They should do. First thing, if you ever go on four-wheel driving, grab yourself an air compressor and a tyre deflator. A King's awning? Oh yeah. Yep. I find the King stuff a little bit flimsy, that's why I don't use it. So yeah. Air compressor, tyre deflator. I'd do that. What else? It's pretty much all you need to go four-wheel driving. Especially if you're doing sand work and stuff like that, you need to be able to drop your tyre pressures. If you're new to it, go with someone that's got a bit of experience so you're not trying to wing it yourself and get yourself into trouble. If you decide to go solo at some point and you're a bit more experienced, grab yourself a winch or some recovery tracks, or both. Mods to avoid. I wouldn't say there's anything to really avoid. Build your car for the purpose you intend to use it for. Pretty much. Nah, tank got sold apparently. Dirty GQ knows who it was. Some wrecker in Melbourne bought it because that's where it got auctioned. But yeah, that tank's $1,200 new from four-wheel drive systems. We'll do a bit of a flick back over to those guys. So on four-wheel drive systems page, 98, that'll do. 95. .4 V6, so diesel's a bit the same anyway. So it's a 155 litre tank. So 1,196.58 plus shipping. And here it says 3.4 V6 and 3 litre diesel. Altona wreckers, was it? Okay. So what did they actually do with the 90? So I remember you said that something like they sold the engine and trans overseas. And yeah, that went to auction on like 22nd of June, man. So it'll be well long gone now. So yeah, as far as I remember from what you told me, GQ, was the engine and trans went overseas. Someone bought the bash plate, someone bought the long range tank before you guys got there. They had the wheels and tyres for $1,000, but I know the wheels were in fact bent, so I said avoid them at all costs. Especially the tyres. Because the tyres, the front right tyre was almost speared by the bull bar. So I said avoid that. I don't know if they pulled the air compressor out of the car though. I'd hope they would have found it and taken it out. The trans they would have pulled out, not realising it had a torque converter lockup. So that was a mod that I didn't end up getting to use, which cost me $2,000 from Wholesale Automatics. The rest of the car, so the seats would have been alright. Cargo barrier probably survived from what I saw. I left the fire extinguisher in there. Grabbed all my gear out of the drawers. Apparently they sold the drawers off. Sims metal the end, was it? Okay. So the rest of the tip, man. That's what I would have thought. Freaking shame, man. Had a Russian guy message me on, or leave a comment on YouTube, saying why didn't I rebody it? It's like, man, it's just too much work. A few other things you want to do to the ute? Okay, cool. What do you want to do to it? P-core tray? Speak to Patriot campers? That'd be kind of cool. See, I was contemplating a rooftop tent if I bought a car that didn't have a rack. But I've got the ARB rack on this one. It needs to be re-powder coated. It's pretty old and worn out. The powder coating is all cracked and stuff. But yeah, later on, if I don't stick with a swag, I will go probably a clamshell rooftop tent at some point. So I am turning it into a tourer. It's not going to be a tough track weapon. It's not my plan. I don't enjoy destroying cars on tough tracks. Not my thing. Yeah. Not a whole lot more for me to really say, guys. Just thought I'd let you know where I'm at the moment. I'm going to try and do some more filming. What it'll be on, I don't know yet. Might do a gear review maybe. If that's something you guys will be interested in. Just what I use for my my setup when I go camping. I'm more than happy to go through that with you. I'm slowly starting to sort out all the gear I pulled out of the 90 that I just dumped in the back room here. It's been there for like 3 months because I couldn't move anything. So I'm starting to go through now and clean that all up and sort out everything. So canopy space on the back, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Bit more extra space, I guess. Gear review would be good. I want to see something like that. I can do that. That's not a problem. Have to find somewhere to do it, but that'll be alright. Maybe I'll maybe in the next month if I'm feeling alright and the weather clears up. I'll do an overnighter somewhere. And I'll go through my gear. If that's something you guys would like to see. Give you an idea of what to take and what not to take. I've still got a camp oven that I bought brand new. I never got to use it either, so yeah, I'll do that for you guys. There's no worries. Gives me some ideas, you know. So What I might do actually, I might start up a notepad document here. So I might get you guys just to fire me some ideas. So what else would you like to see? I'll make up a bit of a video. I'll make a bit of a list here. It gives me some goals to work towards while I'm recovering. So anything else you guys want to see? Obviously can't be 90 series related, so live overnight camping. Depends if I have a reception. Well, you want me to do like a live stream while I'm at camp? That we're talking about? I tried, as you saw, I tried doing the live stream when we were doing the uni joints on the 80 series, and that just went to shit. Yeah, don't know how well it'll work. I can try something. But you gotta remember now I don't have my original dual battery. This is what I would have loved to have showed you guys, is that when I did the Central Oz tour, I had awning lights on the side of the car. And there was one night there I didn't set up the awning at all. And I had the lights on that lit up the whole place. It would have been really good for doing a live stream. I'd have to sort that out again, that's all. Has a live stream been done before? Yeah, a few people have done live streams. Some of the bigger YouTubers have. I can do it, not a problem. It's just I'd have to go to a campsite here somewhere. I couldn't be remote anywhere because I'd have no phone reception. Because you need data to do it. Any other videos you'd like to see? So you want to see like a overnight camping live stream. Oh, in time, exactly right. So Scott says you got 2-inch tough jog adjustable shocks with 350 kilo constant springs. That's what you want to do. Long range tank. Use a power 4x4 bar on it. Better quality winch. Bushman awning. Steady lights. Rock sliders. That's a handful of stuff you're doing. Okay, here we go. Twin lockers, airbag man system. Oh yeah, airbag man, airbags on the rear. So a lot of you guys don't realise that I did work for Dobinson's for about 4 months, and then I quit. So I know a fair bit about the suspension side of things. For 4 months of work anyway, I know a little bit. So. Well, what do you have in the rear, Russ? What do you carry? Because if you want to go lightweight, you're going to have to ditch the draw system. If you have a draw system. But then you offset your weight with a long range fuel tank. It might cost you a little bit more to fill up, but you'll still get your range out of it at the cost of more fuel. So it won't matter too much. Depends what you're doing with it though. So would you guys like to see like an overnight camping type video? Just like a video, not a live stream. So I'll go somewhere, set it all up. Do the usual cooking of a meal. Going to sleep, getting up in the morning. That type of thing. Packing up, going home. Bit more of a cinematic type thing. Just trying to work out what you guys are interested in seeing. So. All right. Be very similar to my Arcarula videos, if you've seen those. That type of thing. Except I didn't show any. Oh, I did a little bit of cooking on the butane cooker there, but that's about it. Pulled out the drawers. Just wanted to set it up more for touring. $200 amp lithium. Yep, you could do that. Just remember your lithium batteries can go down to 20%, where an AGM can only go down to 50% of usage. So your lithium battery will have 180 amp hours of usable power, where an 120 amp hour AGM will only have 60, so you only probably need one battery. So keep that in mind. Depends what you use the battery. So I only got a 120 amp hour AGM that I had. I could sit there for 4 days and not charge it. With just the fridge on the camp lights. That's all I had. So yeah, I am getting a new fridge, by the way, guys, as well. My angle fridge got damaged in the rollover. It still works, but I don't trust it. So yeah, I've got plans. Which mate? Luke? Bring Luke along. Or bring Anthony, the one that does all my work with me. So I know Anthony would come out for a trip. I'm actually going to go with a Mike Coleman as my next one. I'm still keeping the angle though. There's a reason I'm doing that. Or I'm keeping the angle. I'm going to go for a dual zone fridge. I need to get the cargo barrier sorted first before I sort out a fridge. Once I sort out the cargo barrier, then I can sort out how tall the fridge is going to be, and then I might build a fridge hutch for it. I might build some storage space into the roof section behind the cargo barrier in the tailgate area. So we'll see how we go though. Anthony? Yeah, I'll bring him on. He would like to come along, I reckon. So we both have crash pad swags. So he messaged me before about the crash pad sleep system because he's just got it. He said it's awesome. So do I have a store for jumpers and stuff? I do have a store. I'm working on new designs at the moment. So what I was I'll show you. I will show you something. I was working on it a bit earlier. Give me a sec to load this up. I'm working on a new logo. Let me fix this up over here. All right, so I have the old girl in a cartoon style as a t-shirt design. So I'm gonna run just the regular logo there, that the OzTrax here. I'm gonna run that as a separate logo on the front left of the shirt, and then on the back I'm going to have the OzTrax 4x4 with the Instagram and the YouTube logos and the old girl on there, just as like a little bit of a memorial thing. So is that something you guys would be interested in purchasing? Something like that? I can do that design on a hoodie or a jumper or anything. Hoodie, jumper, t-shirts. I don't know if I have the other one here. Let me just close out of that. And then yeah, obviously just a regular logo was just going to be something like that, more or less. So if you didn't want a picture of the 90 on there, I can do one of the old thingo, that one, just the logo itself, if that's something you guys want on there. I do have the original logo ones as well. I said I'm wearing a hoodie now. Don't know how well it'll show up. It's just one I. Whoop. So yeah, obviously here. So yeah, got the OzTrax logo there, and then on the back, it's got OzTrax 4x4. Just on the back of it up there as well. I've got those available. So that's the, like, my original logo here. It's just one I was playing with, and I decided to order one, and it's actually really warm and it's really comfortable. So yeah, I'm just sorting out the store at the moment and getting a few more designs together. I'll probably have another 80 series one that'll go up there too. Eventually, once I've got the aesthetics looking for that one, looking right. So but yeah, it'd be good if you guys support it. That'd be great. You know, anything I earn money wise from, say, that there and YouTube, always will go back into the channel or on mods for the car. So that's why I say, like, when you guys watch videos, like, don't use ad blockers and that type of thing. Just watch them through. Watch the ads. Once it gets to a skip ad, you can skip an ad, I guess. So yeah, it's a great fit. You know, like, this is a large, so it's nice and long. I'm just in trackies at the moment, so kind of hard to see, but you know, that's my good arm. See, it doesn't ride up my arm, so it's good. I like it. It's a nice fit. Nice, and it's fleecy on the inside too. It's not just like a cotton thing, so it's quite warm. Be really good around camp. I don't know. If you're after a hoodie, give me a sec. I was playing with that one there, but I didn't like it. Alright, give me a sec, guys. What I'll do, get rid of that one for now. Now, I've put the link up to my store, so if you guys want to buy something. It's got to come from the US though, so it takes a while. I think it took 2 or 3 weeks to get mine, but it was worth the wait. Give me a sec. Why is it doing that? I'll do it this way. There's no point really going back through the store at the moment because some of the designs, well, that shouldn't be there. Shouldn't be there, but it is. It hasn't updated yet. Alright, that's fine. So if you want an original hoodie, that one there. So that's the original hoodie one. That's what I'm wearing now. So I've got a t-shirt as well. I don't know if I have it here. Let me have a look. Nope. Must be in the wash. I've got a t-shirt as well, same design. But yeah, that's the hoodie anyway, if that's any help for you. So obviously price is pretty pricey, but I believe that's shipped maybe. I'm not sure. Let me have a look. I will be looking, yeah, so it's like $89.31, which is too much, really. But it'll last a long time, so I guess you pay that for other hoodies as well, that the bigger companies sell. But so if you want something that's it's a premium one too, guys, as well. So you know, you can get cheaper ones which aren't as good quality, but then obviously they're not nice. It's up to you. I've got a Patreon. I haven't set it up yet. It's active. I just haven't set it up yet. I don't know what I'm going to put on a Patreon at the moment. So yeah, so that's just my original play thing here. You know, that's what I was playing with. So, and yeah, so I've got to work on it, on designs and stuff, which is something I'll be doing probably the rest of the week. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see. So I'll work on some more designs and get them up there. Yeah, it's just I don't know if people wanted merch or not. So I'll have stickers for your cars coming in the new logo as well. But that's going to cost me an arm and a freaking leg, so those ones I will have to sell, but it depends if people want stickers. So I haven't really pushed it at the moment, not until my YouTube channel gets bigger anyway. So once that gets bigger, maybe when I hit 2,000 subs or something, I might do another sticker run. We'll see. But I do need to organise some stickers for myself, for my car. Because I have the sliding windows in the rear now, the original stickers like with this logo on here, doesn't fit, unfortunately. I'm definitely going to look at elsewhere for t-shirts and stuff though. So I think this is too expensive for you guys. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night there, guys. Thanks for everyone for hanging out. Hopefully I gave you a little bit of relief from this lockdown you're all going through. So if you guys need a chat, mate, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. I'll chat to anyone. That's just the type of person I am. Emmanuel can vouch for that. I've answered heaps of his questions on the old 90s. Yeah, you know, if you guys struggle, mate, just want to have a chit chat, mate, drop me a message. It's fine. More than happy to chat to you. So, yeah, man, you have to let me know when you get your 90 series back up there. So, hopefully you'll see it in the next couple of days. Alright, Turco, have a good one. Dirty GQ, Emmanuel, Russ, if you're still around, Scott, thanks for all stopping by. Yeah, I'll have another video up for you guys this week, which will just be that little Q&A, and then I'll have another walk around. Well, I'll have my first walk around the 80 series to give you guys an idea of its condition and how it looks and all that stuff, and hopefully I'll have the UHF installed by then. So, alright guys, take care, and I'll catch you all next time, alright? See you later.